Disney Nerd asks, hello, Sean. I'm sure you've heard, but what are your thoughts on Disney confirming Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and Zootopia 2? So I have had so many people DM me about this past week, and unfortunately I was out of town. I was at a conference in Dallas this last week for something with my church, and so I just couldn't shoot any videos to talk about this, but tons of people were asking me about it, so I thought I would talk about it here. And my gut reaction as soon as I saw that, I was like, sure, this is the Bob Iger playbook. Safe bets. That's what Bob Iger did. That's how Bob Iger grew Disney. He went, that prop franchise right there works. Let's go buy it. This is a hit. Let's make a sequel to it. It's just kind of looking at the things that are working and give us more of it so you can have the merchandising, that you can have the ride at Disney World and have the whole suite of things surrounding the things that people are connecting with. Bob Iger is not a visionary storyteller. He's a smart businessman. And so Bob Iger takes over after Disney's not had a great couple of years. Stock prices has dramatically dropped. So he comes in and all of a sudden he announces sequels to proven properties with solid track records. If you put out Frozen 3, it's going to make $1 billion. No questions. It just will happen. Zootopia made $1 billion and they haven't done a lot else with it. I mean, there's like the stuff on Disney Plus, but they haven't done a high profile sequel to it. So right there looks like an opportunity. And then Toy Story 5 is a little bit different because we did get Lightyear last year and that didn't work, but it's going like, Lightyear didn't work. We don't need a clever spin on Toy Story. We just need Toy Story 5. All the other ones, highly praised, made a ton of money. Let's do another one. That's what this feels like to me. Bob Iger, safe bets, just kind of doing the thing that with the least risk averse, like what's the thing most likely to succeed, least likely to cause trouble. And on a strategic level, it feels like Disney does like these hard swings between only safe bets and then doing a bunch of risks. So you look at the last few years, kind of since Iger left, and there are like a lot of original things in there. Encanto, Soul, Turning Red, and others that are original stories, and some of them didn't pay off. Some of that was the pandemic. Some of that was other things involved in it. Encanto was a big hit, but it felt like there were several things that were kind of risks. And then you look at 2019, and it's just like safe bet, safe bet, safe bet, safe bet, safe bet, safe bet, safe bet. That I'm not very good at that. Safe bet, safe bet, safe bet, safe. But instead of like in the middle of this gigantic string of safe bets that are going to make $1 billion, let's throw a risk in there. It was just only safe bets, and then it was like several years of risky projects. I wish they would balance that. I think that's the right way to do it. I'm not opposed to some of these projects. Toy Story 5, my feeling is going to be the same as it was with Toy Story 4, except a little bit more complicated, because I was strictly opposed to Toy Story 4, and I'm one of the people that really liked Toy Story 4. But they're kind of in the same position again of like, okay, from my perspective, you've now had two good finales. One of them ended out the Andy trilogy. One of them ended Woody's story. Why are we doing this again? Like, leave it be. But I was wrong about Toy Story 4, so perhaps I will be wrong again here. Zootopia, it's been 7 years. By the time the movie comes out, it'll have been 9 or 10 years. Sure, okay. They did a lot of world building there. We can have another story there. I've got 2 daughters under the age of 10. I totally get the love for Frozen. Frozen is crazy in my household and has been for 10 years. So we've got the Elsa dress, we've got the dolls, we've got all of it. So, and I feel like once again, that's a world where there's more stories to be told. So cool. I'm game for them on individual project levels. 2 of them, I'm like, okay, I get it. That overall strategy, though, it just feels like, oh yeah, of course, Bob Iger came in and he wants to place safe bets because that's what Bob Iger does. That's where my more cynical side kind of kicks in on that one. I don't know. And I've seen some people on Twitter being like, oh, Disney announces safe bets that are sequels, and everyone freaks out that Disney never does anything original. But where were these people when Strange Worlds came out? Well, no one went to go see Strange Worlds because they didn't promote it. They didn't market their movie. They didn't believe in it, and then the word of mouth wasn't good. I don't think you can. It wasn't a great movie. They did some originals that weren't the best originals, and they took some bets that were kind of weird choices in some of the stuff that they did in there. I don't know. I think there's balance. Like, you can do very safe bets with some risky ones, but if you don't promote your original story, don't have like no marketing for it, of course people aren't going to show up to it. So I don't know. I think there's people that are. I think everyone, almost with everything, just step back. Let's find the moderate, reasonable opinion in here, where we just look at it and we go, here's the good, here's the bad. Find balance. And we can lean either way in whether we think things are good or bad ideas, but let's find like understanding the other side and not just turning it into this very simplified Twitter version of everything. Most of these clips are pulled from my weekly Patreon live stream. Join at any level and you can join the chat and ask all the questions you want. That's for as little as $2 per month. For $5 per month, you can get your name on my end card. For $25 per month, you can have a monthly video chat with me. Link is in the description for more details, and keep talking movies and TV too much.